Hello guys, today I want to talk about some techniques, not all the techniques, some techniques about how filter LSA type tree in OSPF. Okay, for example, I will start, the area 0, area 21 and 2 connect to area 0. For example, we have some route that is belong to area 1 and it comes in area 2 and we must remove it. We don't need it. So how to do it? Let's go in the router area 2. I check it on router 8. So here, just I write show IP route. Okay, all the OIA I talked before, it's the route that comes from the other area. But which ones belong to the area 1? Maybe we have some routes from area 20 or area 0. Before we talk about that, we can check everything by show IP OSPF database. So we will go and check the database. We need to check the summary net LSA type tree, and here you can watch the route that comes from the route 7 and 11. So we focus on these routes. Here it shows that just comes from the 7 and 11. So we are not sure. We can by trace route also find where is the source. And anyway, if we go here in R12 here and do it same, we get this is the IP route. I write show IP OSPF database. So here it will shows that which routes come from tree, the router tree. So these routes belong to this area. These routes belong to this area. And when we get a choice, so all these are OIA, but we want from area 1 to filter. For example, 192.168.12. Let's check in show IP route also. Okay, for example, this is the route that we want to filter it. How to do it? So when you want to filter some route that comes from that area, we go the ABR, we go inside the ABR. So I will choose the router tree. I go in configuration, then I will go in router OSPF 1 as we had before. I think you remember before we had a command for summarization, it was area. Area, okay. And normally when you use area command, you want to do some things that comes from that area to the other area. So we will choose area 1. Let's see. Area 1, if you remember before, we use it for the summary, and now by the range we can use it for the summary. We use for the stop also is the filter. NSSA is another filter we talked before, and we can just write range. Okay, and if you remember, we want filter this route from this area. So I add it, and I think that we cannot do it. We can do it. Yes, I must add the mask 255, 255, 2550. And after that, write it not advertise. If you come here and just question marks, you will see advertise, cost, and not advertise. So I mention not advertise and click it. So in this ABR, understand the road that's belong to this area, it is from area 1, don't send it to the others. So if I go in router 12 in this area and get again show IP route, I can see this route again. Let's check it. Yeah, see, it start from 13 23. Before it was 12 13 23. So this is the way that you can stop send some route LSA type tree to the other area. But honestly, it's not a good way to do the filtering by this way. Why? Because we need all the information in area 0. See, when we run that filter, we remove also this route from area 0, but we need to have all the information here. So it's not good idea by doing this way. And just I write no and send it back again. Okay, let's check. We have before it wasn't 12, and again if I click 12 back. There is another technique that you can, for example, you don't need that road comes in this area. Okay, when I run the filter here, and also this area, this route will be vanish. But we need it that the route be in area 0, in area 20, but we don't need it. For example, I do it another way. I will show you. I choose it. For example, we don't want need from area 2 comes a route in area 1, but area 0 and area 20 has the information. So this is our border. We will go in router 3. Just take a look. Before, we didn't advertise to any other area. But now we want just for this area. No, and that special routing didn't come. Let's go and check R2. I will show you. In R2, I write it show IP route and look at the OIA. Okay, and for example, we have some routes. I choose 168.0.24 that I know that this route, if we get it, show IP route in R12 here, or if we write show IP OSPF database, you can see these routes come from this area 2. Okay, so I want to remove, for example, this route that comes from this area to here, but I want these roads monitoring in area 20. So I am going in router 3 in okay. For this purpose, I write a prefix list. I write IP prefix list, a name, for example, I put it Kami. Then the sequence number, also you can mention the sequence, sorry, IP prefix, oh, IP prefix list. Okay, Kami, for example, sequence number 10. We want to deny that route, so we want to deny this route. I put it here. Okay, and that's it. We deny. When we deny in the first line, the next at the end automatically, in access list or prefix list, at the end of the anything is deny. So we must open and permit the other routes goes and pass through this filter that we make it. So again, I write this one, but in sequence, for example, 20, and says permit. Okay, now I want to open all the routes, the other routes pass through, and I make it less equal, just always in prefix list, greater than or less than. I says that less than 32, it means cover all the prefixes. Less than 32, it is 24, 28, 21. Don't care. It will allow all the routes by different prefix passed. So I make this prefix list. Now I am going in router OSPF 1. I write it area. See, here the route comes only for this area we want to filter. So in R3, the route comes from area 0. So I choose area 0. After that, when we want to filter some prefix, we use filter list. Let me show you. If I click here, you will see different NSSA and stop also is filtering. We talked before about the stop and NSSA. And I choose the filter list, okay, and which list prefix and the name of the prefix that I made it. And sorry, this is important. Look, when I write the prefix name, ask that in or out. It says that the route that comes to this router, it goes out or it comes in. See, filter network sent from this area. In area 0, we mentioned it is area 0. So area 0 sent this route. Okay, so it is out. So we say that filter that network from the area that comes, and it comes from the area 0, it is out. So I click it here, and now I'm going in router 2. And if I get a route, show IP route, we must see only 7, 9, and the others, but the 8, it will not show. Let's check. Yeah, see, 7, 9. Before 8 was in the route, and now we filter by this way the LSA type tree. There is also another technique that we can use the distribute list. In next video, I will explain about it for LSA type tree. Have a nice day. Bye.